and welcome back to our channel, Chiacchiere Cooking Family, where we try to make easy, delicious cooking for all ages. Today we will show you a traditional Italian fried biscuit, which is delicious, but we're adding a little Christmas twist to it. Start by adding your egg in a big bowl with your sugar, salt, water and oil. Mix it very well, as this is the base of your mix, and so it needs to be perfect, so you can't have any lumps or anything like that. Once you have mixed your ingredients, add a little bit of some lemon skin. This is up to you how much you want to put in. You don't even have to put any of it in. Here I put about half of the lemon skin in it because it just adds a little bit of flavor, but you don't want to put too much, otherwise it is overpowering. You want to then start to really slowly mix your flour, and with this you have to be really slow as it gets really thick really quickly. And while you are preparing this, in a separate bowl you want to add a little bit of more flour. It doesn't matter how much, but just enough to add on your surface so that your hands and your dough don't stick to the board. Once the dough is hard and it's not absorbing anymore, and you see that it's dough-like, add a little bit of flour to your hands and start working it with your hands. Once it is very well compact, just put it on your surface. Remember, the most important thing is to sprinkle your surface with flour so that it does not stick. Start to slowly massage it with the base of your palm, just like you would with any other dough, and make sure that it just incorporates all of the mix and becomes really nice and soft. Once it is not sticky anymore, that's when you know that it is ready. Okay, so once your dough isn't sticky anymore and it is the perfect consistency, you want to grab a rolling pin and sprinkle a little bit of flour on that one too, because it will definitely stick. And then start to roll your dough in a thin layer. The dough will try and shrink back, but make sure to really get it with your rolling pin so that it becomes a lot less thinner, so that the cookies do not come out too thick, because otherwise they're too chewy. So at this point, once it is thin enough, you can grab your cookie cutters out. So we will show you the way we are doing it. So we're adding a twist to it, and since it's almost Christmas, we are doing some Christmas shapes like stars and candy canes and all of that. But there's also the more traditional way, which we will show you in a minute. So grab your cookie cutters or anything, a knife or anything really. Grab your cookie cutters and start to put them in your dough and cut them really thinly, and then put them out on the board or your surface so that it is flat. So the more traditional way is just a strip or a line, and that is the traditional chiacchiere. You cut it with a ravioli cutter and it turns out like a straight line. But since it is almost Christmas, we are adding a twist to it. So when there is a little bit of dough remaining, just roll it back out into a thin layer and just do it again until you finished all of your dough. you are cutting your cookies, I highly recommend to put the oil already on the stove to heat up because it takes a while. This part is very dangerous, so make sure to be very careful as hot oil is super dangerous and you want to be very careful with it. So let it heat up until it's about 180 degrees Celsius, and then start to prepare a plate with napkins under so that the napkins can absorb all of the excess oil. Once your oil has heated up, just place them in, and this is a really quick cook. They cook super quickly, so you've got to keep an eye on them. As soon as they start to puff out a little bit and get really airy and bubbly, turn them around and just look for a couple more seconds. And they don't seem brown when they are in the oil, but when you take them off, you will see. So keep a look and take them out. Once you have done the whole lot, you can let them cool and then obviously sprinkle some icing sugar to make them look super nice. So these are the super easy but super amazing and delicious Italian chiacchiere with a Christmas twist. So make sure to give them a try. See you next time. Bye. Buon appetito. Buon Natale.